There is a very lengthy article in the Wall Street Journal about how the Biden White House functioned with an ever-diminishing Joe Biden by giving more and more power to, quote, unelected staffers. I say that because I'm watching all of these people on CNN, MSNBC trashing Donald Trump for giving so much power to unelected billionaires like Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. Meanwhile, the friggin' country was being run for the last 4 years by people who were never elected. And they didn't say anything, didn't say squat. Had all those people in the White House press corps covering the White House. And when people like Ducey would comment about Joe Biden's obvious cognitive decline, his colleagues in the White House press corps, for the most part, didn't say jack. Leading that would be people like Morning Joe Scarborough, who won the Brian Stelter Quote of the Year, meaning brain dead quote of the year, by Newsbusters. Listen to this, 42.
But comparing that guy's mental state, I've said it for years now, he's cogent. Mm-hmm. But I undersold him when I said he was cogent.
Undersold.
He's far beyond cogent.
Beyond cogent.
In fact, I think he's better than he's ever been. Intellectually, analytically.
Mega cogent.
Because he's been around for 50 years. And, you know, I don't know if people knew this or not. Mm-hmm. Biden used to be a hothead. Sometimes that Irishman would get in front of the reasoning. Sometimes he would say things he didn't want to say. This is, and I don't really, you know what, I don't really care. Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth.
Oh, all right. Ooh, tough guy.
This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever.
Wow.
Not a close second. And I've known him for years. The Brzezinskis have known him for 50 years. If it weren't the truth, I wouldn't say it.
No. Best version of Biden I've ever seen. Sharp as a tack. Makes Einstein look like a moron. He could run circles around Usain Bolt. How the White House functioned with a diminished Biden in charge, Wall Street Journal. Said that he was guided by a small group of his closest aides and advisors. Turns out that he wasn't even the one, apparently, who made the decision to pull out from Afghanistan. Aides did that. Biden hardly even participated. They said the president's slide had been hard to overlook. Talked about his interview with that special counsel over the documents issue. Aides often repeated instructions to Biden, such as where to enter and exit on stage. Get this. They tapped campaign co-chair Jeffrey Katzenberg, a Hollywood mogul, to find a voice coach to improve Biden's speech. And when Scarborough said Biden used to be a hothead, he wasn't just a hothead. He was a blowhard. I remember once he was cross-examining the then head of the Fed, Alan Greenspan. Long question, long question. And then every time Greenspan thought he was done, Biden would start up again. He was a blowhard on his best days. Meetings began to be starting later and later in the day when Biden was a little sharper. When he was meeting with powerful lawmakers and allies, seeking one-on-one time, staffers limited the time so it was very short and focused. He'd have good days and bad days. Once he was having an off day, a national security official was supposed to meet with him, had the whole thing rescheduled. National security, because he was having a bad day. Jim Hines, the top dim on the House Intelligence Committee, said his interactions with Biden the last couple of years were limited. Quote, I really had no personal contact with the president, he said. One lawmaker who did get some one-on-one time with Biden noticed that Biden lacked stamina and heavily relied on his staff. Joe Manchin said he noticed this, said the job required a level of energy, and he wasn't sure that Biden had it, let alone that he'd be able to sustain it. He said, Manchin did, that Biden had a staff of eager beavers that included the then White House Chief of Staff, Ron Klain. Quote, they were going, I'll take care of that, close quote. So who was running the White House? Quote, multiple former senior cabinet aides described a top-down dynamic in which the White House would issue decisions and expect cabinet agencies to carry them out, rather than making cabinet secretaries active participants in the policy-making process. Secretary Yellen, Treasury. One-on-one discussions with Biden were rare, becoming more rare. Defense Secretary Austin. His relationship with Biden grew more distant over the course of the administration. During the first half of the administration, Austin was one of the cabinet members who would meet regularly with Biden. Then less, then less, then less. Even during the time of Ukraine and Gaza demanded the president's attention, Austin's invitation to the briefing became less and less frequent, to the point where one-on-one meeting was seldom scheduled. In short, Biden was not running the store. Unelected aides were running the store, and nobody seemed to have a problem with that. But now Donald Trump is allowing unelected bureaucrats to make decisions. You didn't say squat for the last 4 years. Thanks for watching these clips from The Larry Elder Show. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss a moment. More thought-provoking discussions are just a click away, so stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.